it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to my Facebook Live. It's not Facebook, it's YouTube. Welcome to YouTube Live. It's Thursday night stamp therapy, and I have a very special episode for you today because today my mini catalog pre-order arrived, and I am so excited to do an unboxing and share all the new product with you. This is the September through December 2023 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog, and yesterday was the first day that demonstrators could pre-order, and I paid extra for overnight shipping so that I could get my order early. And I will warn you that I got a lot of stuff. Some disclaimers. First of all, I didn't get everything. I did leave a few things in the catalog that I didn't get. There's actually a lot in the catalog. It's still a pretty substantial catalog. Also, I have a significant product credit that I used to cover my order and splurge a little bit more than I normally do. So I know it's going to feel like I got a lot, and I did, but I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I can't wait to share it with you. If you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order right now. And if you're not a demonstrator yet, then you can order when the catalog launches on September 6th, 2023. So that is just in about a month from Sunday. So I cannot wait to show you the inside pages, but I'm not allowed to open up the catalog and show it to you. If you are a customer of mine and you shop with me, you should have a catalog coming in the mail if you've ordered in the last year. And if it's been a little while since you've ordered, or if you haven't ordered from me before, if you place an order this month or reach out, I'd be happy to send a catalog to you. I actually got to order my catalogs, my extra copies. So Anna, remind me. I got a little helper here. Anna's going to help me because there is so much stuff right now. I've just got all of my spaces covered. Even though I'm not allowed to show you the inside pages of the catalog, I'm going to look at them off camera, and I'm going to show you everything in the order in which it appears in the catalog. So if you're a demonstrator, you can find the PDF on the demonstrator website. And if, like I said, if you're not a demonstrator yet, then yours should be coming in the mail if you order from me, and then you'll be able to follow along and see. Isn't this cover beautiful though? I love the images and I love the color. I think I can show you the opposite side too. Gorgeous. This is some new designer paper that we are going to see. Just absolutely beautiful. Are you guys ready? I want to know what you're excited about. So please give thumbs up, give hearts, whatever, react, leave me comments, and let me know what you're excited to see. I really had hoped that I was going to have some more samples to share with you, but I spent the afternoon running around back and forth, dropping Claire off and Elise and picking her up, and we had a marching band preview show, and we had someone coming to do some outside work today. And between all of that and dinner, I only was able to make 2 cards, plus the one I made this afternoon, which you already saw. So I've got 3 cards to share with you, but there will be many more to come. All right, so let's dig in. The very first suite in the catalog is called Marion Bright, and it is bold and bright, and I think this is like a love it or leave it kind of a suite. I personally absolutely love it. The designer paper is 12 by 12, and as you can see, we have bright, bold colors. Now, some people are just not a fan of bright, bold colors for Christmas. This suite includes Poppy Parade, Melon Mambo, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Shaded Spruce, and Blueberry Bushel. We've got one side that is a little more holiday-ish, but the other side of the paper, check it out. It's so perfect for any time of year. This is like my favorite gift wrap at Christmas time. I always go after Christmas and I buy, gift wrap and other things to save for the next year. But I look for these fun, bright patterns, and I use them for birthdays throughout the year. So I don't know, Anna, tell me what you think about this paper. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Or is it not Christmassy enough?
It definitely reminds me of wrapping paper.
Yes. Well, the bundle that goes in this suite is called Marion Bright, and it has Christmas bulbs. So it's sort of meant to be that bright Christmas-like kind of feel to it. So it's a photopolymer stamp set that has some Christmas bulb images as well as some stamps. And one of the samples in the catalog uses these stamps to create like a little tree, starting with the smallest one and then moving down. And so it would say, "A Merry and Bright Christmas to you you and yours. We have dies that coordinate, some detail dies, and some dies that cut out the stamped images. This suite also includes some specialty paper. We have the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil paper. And so this comes in 12 by 12 as well. And you get 2 sheets each of that really bright and shiny paper. There is a ribbon in this suite. It's the white 1/2-inch iridescent ribbon. And it is so fun and soft. I think easy to tie a bow. It is a little bit wider, I think, of a ribbon than I might normally use for tying bows. But I think it's going to be fun even as like a flat ribbon. But I think this is going to go with so many things, not just the suite. The other thing we have in this suite are some iridescent adhesive backed discs. And so this comes in 4 different colors: Poppy Parade, Pool Party, Melon Mambo, Granny Apple Green, 5 colors, and white. So there must be one hiding. I love that these are super, super flat. There's the Granny Apple Green. So they're really, really flat. They don't have any kind of facet to it like some of the rhinestones. So for mailing cards, this one is very postal friendly, I'd say, because they really don't have much of a depth to it. Now, I did have a chance to make a card. I cased the catalog on this one right before dinner. I used some of the stamp images, and Anna helped me die cut those. And so she's seeing for the first time what that finished card looks like. I used a little bit of the designer paper, and this little thin piece is a die cut from the set. And so I just strung the lights right on that little die cut piece. The colors here, I used Poppy Parade, Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and some Pool Party. What do you think, Anna?
I like it.
Yeah, you like it.
I remember when I was die cutting them, I was really confused with all the green pieces where I was like, they look like suitcases.
They do look like suitcases or little shopping bags, but they are the little pieces to cut out at the top of the light. And what I like about this die set, it actually has 2 of those bulb shapes and 2 of the top of the bulb, so you can cut multiple pieces at a time. Also really fun, like a string of lights, a detailed string of lights. So I am gonna have so much fun playing with this suite. I am a big fan of this one. I'm gonna put these, I really needed like another tub. We're gonna make this work. Anna's gonna help me out and put paper back into packages while we move on to our next suite, which is, that's a fun one. I forgot about that tiny Christmas tree die. Yep, the foil paper goes in that package. Our next suite is called Oh Holy Night, and this paper is so gorgeous. This is a jumbo suite. It includes 2 different designer papers, 2 different bundles, a ribbon, and an embellishment. So this first paper is the Oh Holy Night designer paper, and it has a navy, boho blue, misty moonlight kind of theme to it. Hopefully it is, maybe I'm going to come up just a little bit here on the camera. I apologize for the shaking, but we need to get a good view of this whole sheet. I left the papers 12 by 12 today because there really are a lot that have a whole scene. So I got one of the bundles. I didn't get the other one. There is a nativity bundle that has some really beautiful sentiments in it, and then sort of like the silhouette of the I'm not thinking of the right word. We've got the Holy Family. We've got some camels, some animals. I think that's clouds. And then, not the barn. What's the right word? I'm at a loss. You guys, you help me out. So beautiful paper that is meant to be sort of the background. We've got some things where you can really kind of build a scene. I love this one. So pretty. On the back side, you can see we have this gorgeous sort of, I call it the B-side, right? But just like textures and different backgrounds. Stable. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you, Melissa. So beautiful. Okay, so this is the regular paper, Oh Holy Night. And then we also have a specialty paper in this set. This one's called Shining Brightly, and it is very vanilla, Night of Navy, and gold. And this is kind of unique because it includes 6 different sheets, but you only get one of each sheet. So we have some unique patterns, but it's specialty paper, so you're only getting one of each. So you get that gorgeous foil. And with this foil, I mean, you really, like, you just need a little bit, you know, to add to your card to really just, like, make it extra special. So these patterns are a little bit more subtle with the vanilla and the gold foil. And it looks like we've got the same patterns, just in navy and in vanilla. And so there's 3 different patterns, and you get that in each of the colors. On the back side of the specialty paper, it's white. So this one is not double-sided. Sometimes our specialty papers are not, but the regular papers always are. Okay, so we've got the Oh Holy Night paper, the Shining Brightly paper. I do have one of the suites. This one is, or bundles. This one's called Stars at Night, and this is one of the hybrid embossing folder die combos. And let's open it up and take a look. I tried to open some of these ahead of time, but like I said, it has been a non-stop day. Oh, here it is up here. Okay, so this includes the Stars at Night embossing folder and then dies, and the dies are made so that they fit in the embossing folder so that you can die cut and emboss at the same time. This is not a new concept. We've had this with other things like the citrus bundle. And so if we open up the embossing folder, you can kind of see, and this big die here will fit inside the embossing folder, and it kind of like, you know, clicks in there. And so you can run that through at the same time. So it will emboss and die cut, or you can use the embossing folder by itself. You can use the die by itself. The die will coordinate. I think these are, let's see, sometimes these are, oh, there we go. The stamp coordinates with the big one. And then there are some additional dies, some smaller stars. This coordinates with the sentiment. Just a really beautiful set. I cannot wait to play with all of these. It's just going to be a matter of time trying to do it all, all at once. Okay, so Stars at Night, we've got that bundle, and then the Nativity bundle, which is called Night Divine, and then some ribbon. We've got this navy organdy ribbon with the gold glitter in it. Oh my gosh, the white organdy ribbon is one of my favorite, and now we've got this navy with the gold. Oh, it is divine. The embellishments here are the adhesive backed stars trinket, and I will warn you that mine kind of got crushed in the box with everything else, and so a lot of these are kind of like off their placement, and I tried to put them back, but they really need like additional glue dots. So these are supposed to be self-adhesive. However, I will warn you that they might need some additional adhesive depending on transit. They are a bulkier embellishment, and so this is definitely going to require some extra postage, but it is so beautiful, and I think is really going to make for such a special addition to your Christmas projects. Okay, this suite is called Oh Holy Night. It is a jumbo suite for both the bundles, both the designer papers, the ribbon, and the embellishments. It is a total suite price of $144.50. I didn't get a chance to create with this yet, so stay tuned for some samples with this one. Our next suite, I didn't get that bundle yet, the Forever Forest. That one's on my list though. In between this and the next suite, I'm just going to show it at the end. I got some other like standalone stamp sets. Okay, I'm going to pass these over to Anna to package back up. Thank you so much, Anna, for helping me. And our next suite is the Berry Christmas. Oh my gosh. This is so stinking cute. We've got the polar bears here, the 12 by 12 designer paper. This is kind of a big suite because it also has some Memories and More cards and cards and envelopes, which are just adorable. This one, I'm going to bring in the bundle really quick and show you. We have a punch bundle. And so we've got a bear punch, so cute, and then the Very Cute stamp set. So this punch will coordinate not only with the stamp, but also with the designer paper. So you'll be able to just punch this out right there, punch out the bears. I love it when they do that, to use on your cards. Okay, so very cute. Let's look at this paper. I think my favorite thing is the colors of this paper and just like the theme. Real red, old olive, balmy blue, misty moonlight, night of navy. But I just love the bright colors, the traditional like red and green, the blues with the snowflakes. I can't wait.
I love this one so much.
I know.
So
It is so stinking cute. We've got some forest friends here. And then this one, again, I really needed to show you the 12 by 12 because it's got a big sky and then the cute little polar bears all over. I know that I'm just begging to be made into some cute cards. Okay, we've got some coordinating ribbon here. This is the Balmy Blue Sparkle Ribbon, and it is sort of like a faux velvet on one side with glitter, and the other side is sort of silky smooth, which is really just the back side. So tying ribbons are going to be tricky because you want to make sure that you get, get the sides showing that you want to. But it's a really beautiful ribbon. The embellishments, I'm really digging all of these flat embellishments. These are the adhesive backed glitter sequins, and they are just literally like a glitter dot. They have white and blue and green, so that's granny apple green. Oh, it's supposed to be old olive. I think it goes with granny apple, but whatever. And then an embossing folder. This one is called Snowflake Sky. It's a 3D embossing folder, and it has some small snowflakes and then some larger ones. And I used them to create this card, which was inspired by a sample in the back of the catalog. So I used the embossing folder there. Actually, I think I have the embossing folder upside down because it has more at the bottom and less at the top, which is, I think, how you want it to go. And I've got mine. No, maybe I do have it right. Never mind. I stamped the polar bear and punched him out, and it helped me with some die cutting and embossing. And then I actually used the ribbon from the first suite, that iridescent ribbon. What's going on with this? That goes with the Marion Bright suite for this card. I just really thought it needed some white ribbon instead of the blue because the tag was blue. I don't know what I did to this bow. I got everything all tangled up. Oh, I think there. Hey, I did it. Okay, there. Now that looks cute. I was thinking though, we do need to add maybe some embellishments to this card. This is the one that I was finishing as I was supposed to be going live. That's why I was late, because I was like, I just gotta finish this one card. These are on little glue dots, and it looks like we've got two sizes. So the smaller ones and the bigger ones, and put another bigger one on this bottom. No, I'm just kidding. That looks weird. It's always the third one that I find to be so tricky. Well, I'll put it there for now. I think that little bling is the perfect addition to finish off our card. And this blue doesn't seem like the same blue. It kind of seems like a little bit brighter. It's funny because in the catalog it just says blue. It doesn't say what blue it's supposed to be. But so much fun. Okay, oh, the Memories and More cards. So this one has Memories and More cards and envelopes. I'm going to pass the paper over to Anna so that she can take care of that for us. Thank you, Anna.
Saw was on the floor, and I was like,
yes!
So cute.
We recently talked about Memories and More cards on my birthday a couple weeks ago. We made some birthday projects with the Memories and More cards, and I love that you can create simple and easy projects, whether you're just framing something or creating cards or memory keeping. And so now we've got some cute little Christmas ones. This also has a package somewhere of cards and envelopes. Oh, right here. The cards and envelopes I thought were really interesting because sometimes they have like patterns on them, but the cards themselves are more blank. So these are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, And I guess there's 2 different kinds. I thought there were 3, but just the way that they were packaged in there and turned around a little bit. So we've got the blue ones and we've got the red ones. And then the envelopes are really cute with different flaps. The blue, and then I love the little images on the envelope front too. Okay, let's take a look at these cards. Memories and More cards usually come with 2 different size cards. The small ones are 3 inches by 4 inches. And then the large ones are 4 by 6. And so we are getting, it looks like, 6 of the same card. So give the gift of Christmas cheer. Wishing you the best this season. North Pole notes, so cute. Let it snow. Oh, I love those presents. May your Christmas be cozy. Some trees on the other side. Good tidings and warm wishes. And, oh, I just love those. Really simple frames. And then the larger cards, you can put these right on to the cards and envelopes, or you can use them in your scrapbook or do whatever you want. So we've got season greetings. Oh, with the bears on the back. So cute. And here's Merry Christmas with presents on the other side. Christmas is better together. That is so adorable. And then some self-adhesive die cuts. We got 2 sheets each of the 2 different designs. So some different images to put on your cards or in your scrapbook. Some borders, some tags. So stinking cute. I'm going to let Anna really just compile that back up. Thank you, Anna. Okay, so that was called the Berry Christmas suite with the designer paper, the Memories and More cards and envelopes. So many great options there. And I know it's definitely going to be a favorite of mine. Tell me what you guys think of Very Cute. Our next suite is more of a traditional Christmas suite, Christmas colors. This is actually another mega suite because it has 2 different designer papers and 2 different bundles. And this is one, unfortunately, that I didn't get a chance to play with yet, but it is going to be a favorite, I can tell. This is the one that is featured on the front of the catalog. So we've got these traditional images, the red and green colors, and the watercolor designer paper. This is a 12 by 12 designer paper featuring cherry cobbler, real red, old olive, shaded spruce, pecan pie, and pebbled path. Oh, it just screams Christmas. I love that we have so many beautiful images, but then also on the other side, we have a lot of neutral patterns that are really going to anchor your card. So we've got gorgeous patterns in this one, which is called Joy of Christmas. And the specialty paper is called Joyful. And this one includes 2 each of 4 different designs, and it's also 12 by 12. I've taken half the sheets out. That's why there's only 1 each. So we've got gold featured here on the specialty paper, shaded spruce with the plaid, gold on white with the wood grain, gold on cherry cobbler with the music notes, and gold with cherry cobbler berries on white. Can you see the gold foil? Oh my gosh. So beautiful. This is definitely going to be one that you'll want to use with your that music note embossing folder from the annual catalog. Let me show you this the bundle. This is one of the 2 bundles. I didn't get the other one yet. This one is called Christmas Classics. And the thing that really stood out to me about this one was the dies. I've got to open them up and show you here. We've got this gorgeous frame. And I really wish I had a chance to die cut this ahead of time for you. You'll just have to subscribe and tune in for future videos. With this one, it's not going to cut out the center. So you're kind of getting like a big square that has this around the edges. And then if you want to, you can die cut a separate piece that will fit perfectly in the center for your sentiment. Really beautiful here. And then we have some dies that will cut out the stamped images. This one is the same kind of concept, except it is a label. and it does actually cut around the edges, and you can see that. Well, it cuts around the outside edges, so it doesn't cut in here. This is all going to be one die cut piece, but you can see where it has the die, the line is, you know, it's cutting it out. And so here where it's open, that's just going to be part of the same die cut. It's with a skinny one that goes in the middle if you want. Then we've got a detailed holly leaf and a die to do the needles. This one got great sentiments, has great sentiments. Season's greetings, peace on earth, tidings of comfort and joy, deck the halls, and then happy merry wishes, holidays to you and yours. So you can combine Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, Christmas wishes. You can kind of mix and match those a little bit. I know here in the United States we say Merry Christmas, but over in Europe I know Happy Christmas is more often used. And so this is one way that Stampin' Up! Has tried to create a stamp set that is going to be diverse and meet the needs of people in many areas of the world. We have some embellishments here. First, the black and very vanilla 3/8" large check ribbon. And you might be thinking, that looks a lot like the gingham ribbon, which I've been meaning to order. And so I did add it to my order so we can compare. First of all, this ribbon is so soft and really beautiful. I love that. So let's open up the other ribbon. This is the gingham ribbon that's in the annual catalog, so we can compare the two. They both have 10 yards of ribbon on it. I'm just double checking here. Right? Yes, 10 yards. This one is not as wide, and it also is black and white. So let me show you the difference here. This is the current ribbon that's in the annual catalog, which is just called gingham ribbon. And this new one is called black and very vanilla 3/8" large check ribbon. Okay, so very similar. The older one is smaller, the newer one is larger. I will say that the newer one is softer and has like a little bit of a silkier touch to it. So if you love the look of black and white checks, then you'll love the new ribbon. If you aren't that particular, then probably if you have this one, that's probably gonna meet your needs. But if you love ribbon, you'll want them both. If you like to have it with the vanilla, then the new one is really awesome. Okay, so the last thing in this suite is the loose holly gems and sequins. This comes in a little container, just begging to be spilled. And these are loose, meaning there's no adhesive on them whatsoever. We've got some music notes, some holly, some berries, and the berries are actually faceted, like faceted rhinestones, but there's no adhesive on the back, so it's all loose. So these are going to be really great for shaker cards, or to put a little bit in your Christmas card to, you know, just on the inside, so when somebody opens it up, they get a little surprise. Do you guys do that? I know Janet is so good at always having little sequins and fun things, confetti inside the card. So that's the loose holly gems and sequins. And again, this is called the Joy of Christmas suite. And we've got the double designer paper. The other stamp set, I'm just going to try to describe it to you. It has the big, actually, I think I can show you. It has these holly images that you can color, which is maybe one reason I didn't get it, because you guys know how I feel about coloring. So it's got a big image like that, and they use several of them to make the wreath. And then it also has, I'm trying to look off camera. Yeah, so there's the one that looks like you can make a wreath, and then a bigger one that's just sort of like a straight. And then the big thing is the Noel. So the letters, the N and the O are on the top, and the E and the L are on the bottom, and there is a die that coordinates with the Noel. So that's sort of the signature piece in that other bundle, which I didn't get yet, but I'm sure is coming at some point on another order. I tried to pace myself, even though it doesn't look like it. Okay, let me hand this off to Anna and bring in our next suite, which is called Winter Meadow. Oh, this one is so beautiful. It reminds me, we had We had a suite a few years ago called First Frost, and the colors here really remind me of that. Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Blueberry Bushel, Moody Mauve, and Smoky Slate. So again, some beautiful watercolor images. These are definitely meant to be more like winter, not necessarily Christmas, but just celebrating winter and snow. So we've got some beautiful snowflake specialty paper that goes with this one too. So beautiful. I wish that I had the talent to paint like the like the product designers at Stampin' Up. Oh my gosh, do you see this one? Okay, so this is one of those where you can like cut it in half and use it to make the card front. But look at this with the deer. It's almost like a watercolor resist, like the trees were sort of like painted around that the deer. So it looks like there's like one in each 4-inch segment. Oh, so beautiful. This paper, I think I am really going to love playing with this one. This is called Winter Meadow. And the specialty paper, you know, I'm going to show you the bundle, and then we'll look at the specialty paper, because I don't feel that they go together very well. I love them both, but I think that the stamp set and the dies really coordinate better with this paper, which is the Winter Meadow. So Magical Meadow is the name of the bundle, and we've got some of these beautiful watercolor images. These are shown at 80%, so they are a little bit bigger oh, I got double sheets. It only should have one sheet because we only have one set of rubber stamps in here. But you can see we've got these gorgeous images like the trees and the berries and the foliage and the trees. The sentiments say the colder weather brings us together. May this season of sparkle bring joy and delight and winter wishes. Now the dies are 2 pages here. We've got some detailed dies with the berries and the holly, and then also some dies that die cut the stamped images in the set, including this little texture die with the snowflakes. And this is meant to, I guess, kind of fit into this little space. I'm trying to look and see about samples. I don't see a sample in the catalog that uses this die, but this is just texture, so it doesn't cut out around it, it just cuts snowflakes. So this would be maybe nice for the background to have the snowflakes kind of textured and die cut in there. Okay, so Magical Meadow, and this one has some coordinating products as well. I feel like every suite in this mini catalog is really just decked out with coordinating products. We've got this one, which is called Faceted Gems Trio Pack. And I don't know if you can see that light blue. There's a light blue and then the white and the brighter blue. Let's just open up and take a look really quick. Oh, thank you so much, Sue. Page 38. Oh yeah, I see it now kind of in the background on that card. I can't show it to you though, sorry. 3 colors here. So we've got the lighter blue, maybe it's even like a smoky slate, and the white, and then the bright blue. Let's see what Stampin' Up calls these colors. Lost Lagoon, white, and smoky slate. So yeah, I think that one's supposed to be smoky slate. And then the ribbon in this one is just so beautiful and perfect, I think. It is called Silver and White Sheer Ribbon. So we've got the silver sort of edging, and then it's a sheer ribbon that you can see through. Really beautiful. It's about a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/8 inch. Let's see. Yeah, 1/2 inch ribbon. And just so like snowy. I feel like just so beautiful and perfect. Okay, so we've got one bundle, the embellishment, the ribbon. Let me show you the specialty paper. I'm going to pass this off to Anna really quick here. And the specialty paper, like I said, it coordinates, but I don't know. I don't see using them together. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is another one. I took the extra sheets out. So it does come with 2 sheets of each, and it's a foil specialty paper. It's called Snowflake Magic, and the colors are Lost Lagoon and Silver. I almost think that's got like, I guess the Lost Lagoon foil on Lost Lagoon matte. But do you see how it has like snowflakes that are kind of printed in the background, and then also the foil snowflakes. It's really a dynamic paper. This one is white with the silver, and then more snowflakes on a really shiny silver. And this comes with two 12 by 12 sheets of each pattern. And that's Snowflake Magic. So that is the Winter Meadow Suite. This paper, I think, goes really well with the Sparkling Snowflake Bundle. So this is another one, and it's not like officially part of the suite, but it's like on the next page. And this is the paper I think goes really well with this bundle. So this is Sparkling Snowflakes. It's a photopolymer stamp set. And then this is a tag topper punch. And let me just punch it and show you. I should have had a little piece ready to go. Hold on. I'm just going to cut a little tag down. Usually the size for these tag topper punches is 2 inches. And so I'm just going to cut that down to 2 inches. And we'll put it in and see what that looks like. Oh, so we have like part of the snowflake design in like the positive, and part of it is the negative. So I'm not sure how this lines up with some of the stamped images, like if you would stamp a snowflake necessarily. So the punch doesn't punch out any of the snowflakes, and there are no dies for this set. So it's more of just like a coordinating product that you would use the stamps, and then if you wanted to, you could fussy cut the snowflakes, but there is no die or punch that punches the snowflakes exactly as they are. So I don't know, what do you guys think of this punch? I think it's kind of fun for tags, and you can even like fold it over and create little treat boxes with it. I'm giving myself an idea now. Okay, Sparkling Snowflakes, that's the name of this bundle, and it is on page 39 if you have a catalog, or when you get your catalog, you can take a look at it there. All right, moving right along, another favorite bundle of mine, or suite of mine, is All About Autumn. Let me pass this over to you, Anna. Thank you. All About Autumn. And oh my gosh, it is All About Autumn. We have a beautiful Autumn Leaves photopolymer stamp set. So there's the actual size in there. Beautiful leaf images, and then the veins to go on top of it. We've got dies that cut out the veins, as well as the larger stamped images, some detailed leaf dies that you can cut out in like the distressed gold paper, or this brand new distressed copper and natural ribbon, which is really beautiful. And then these lines are just sort of texture lines, just like that snowflake die in the other set. There's also some stitched die labels that look really fun as well. So this is called Autumn Leaves. There is a ribbon combo pack. These come together. It is a burlap ribbon. What are they calling it? Natural ribbon. It is a solid 1-inch ribbon, and so it's very wide, mixed in with a 1/4-inch copper ribbon that is shiny and metallic. And this is kind of, as you would expect, a little bit stiffer, whereas the natural ribbon is nice and soft. And I just love the juxtaposition of those two together. Really beautiful. The embellishments are interesting. These are called adhesive backed speckled dots. And I don't know how you can see on camera, but the speckles are glitter. And so there's 4 colors in here: Mossy Meadow, Moody Mauve, Crumb Cake, and Copper Clay. Can you see the little glitter?
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's kind of fun. They remind me of little candies, like,
like candy.
like speckled eggs. The embossing folder, I'm not sure how well we'll be able to see it out of the plastic, but I'm going to take it out anyway. This is called Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder, and so you can't see it well on the plastic, but here you can see a little bit better on the image. You're not going to get like a solid tile. It is going to be missing or worn in some spots, which I think is kind of a fun look. I kind of like that not perfect, you know, distressed look. So that's the Distressed 3D tile. Absolutely gorgeous. I know it does stink that the ribbon combo packs only have 5 yards of ribbon in each one, but they are so beautiful together, and I like when they have some coordinating patterns. I think they're fun to use with each other. Okay, this paper is the star of the show, so I'm going to pass these on to Anna so she can put them aside. And then we'll have lots of room for this 6x6 paper. And so normally 6x6 paper, oh, no, never mind. This one is normal. There's another one that has, it's the last one. There's another one that has fewer, but this one has 12 designs, and you're getting 4 of each design. So this is kind of typical for the 6x6 paper. So on one side, we have very much this photographic kind of image, and on the other side, we have a specialty pattern with foil. And I think this is copper foil. And so I never know what I think about these realistic like photo images. I think they're really beautiful, but I always feel weird putting like a stamped leaf like that stamp set I showed you. It seems weird to put that on top of a photograph. So those are the ones I tend to just sort of die cut a beautiful sentiment or something like that. But these photographs are beautiful and capture all of the things that I love about autumn. I do think that I love the specialty sides even more than the photos, though. I could totally see myself using these patterns with the foil. Moody Mauve with the wood grain on one side. This one is kind of like an aerial view of fall foliage. So gorgeous with the purple colors in there. And then this one is kind of like a fabric, like kind of a corduroy. Oh my gosh, look at that on the other side. So beautiful, almost like a tile look with the copper foil. Moody Mauve, pretty peacock. Here are some pumpkins and gourds. And on the other side of that, we've got pretty peacock. And then, again, you see that distressed kind of pattern where it's not totally, you know, consistent all the way through, which I am personally a fan of. Here is a bookshelf with the books. And on the other side, a copper clay pattern. And then we've got this one with the faded fall leaves. Oh, and the Moody Mauve on the back. I know, I really think the B-sides might be my favorite on this side. This leather chair, an interesting pattern for paper. I think it would be good for a masculine card, but I'm loving that other side of it even more. Some more leaves. And on the other side, a mossy meadow pattern with copper foil. And some more books with a white and copper pattern. So this is called All About Autumn. And again, it is a 6x6 paper. So it comes like this, 4 sheets each of 12 different patterns. There is another paper in this suite, and it is a 12x12 paper. This is called the Distressed Tile. Nope, I'm sorry, that was the embossing folder. Copper, oh, where is it? Oxidized copper specialty paper. And I was thinking this would be so perfect for the truck punch, right? Especially this one with the Lost Lagoon and the copper. I just thought I could totally see, you know, some rusty trucks in this paper. Beautiful. This one comes with 2 sheets each. I just had taken a half a package out already on this one. Okay, shortly after this suite in the catalog is the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. This is funny. I took it out earlier because I almost used it for today's video. And I forgot that this package is where they went, and I crumpled it up to put in the garbage can, and then I realized, oops. So this has some decorative masks. We've been talking about that in the 12 Days of Christmas videos. You can use this with embossing paste. You can use it with blending brushes, sponge daubers. So we have 3 masks that are kind of really great backgrounds, the leaves, the snowflakes, and the houndstooth. Then this one is kind of a layered flower one. So you would You would do the petals, and you would do the center, and then you would do the leaves, and you kind of layer each of those in different colors. Mom and I have this on our list to show you in an upcoming Sunday stamping video, so stay tuned for some more ideas with the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. Right underneath is on page 47, I said I was going to wait until the end, but I'm not going to. Now's a good time. The So Sincere stamp set, and this one is inspired by Million Seals Achiever Sandy Hancock, and I love this. We have some really fantastic sentiment sets in this new mini catalog. So this one's called So Sincere, and it really covers a lot of occasions. It's not just like for fall and winter. You're in my heart and prayers. Hope you're feeling better soon. Hope your day is a happy one. Be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are. Just love spending time with you. Your kindness is so appreciated. So very proud of you. So thankful for you. Just for you. Knowing you brings joy to my heart. Oh, I love that. And then happy birthday in a vertical form. While we're talking about other standalone stamp sets, here are some others. This one is another favorite one called Throughout the Year. I love the mix of sentiments and the mix of seasonal occasions. So happy Easter, happy holidays, happiest of birthdays. You mean so much to me. Best of luck. Be my Valentine. Trick or treat. Cheers to you in the new year. I love stamps like this because sometimes I don't want to get a Halloween set. I don't want to get an Easter set. And so this kind of gives me the words that I want without having to get a whole stamp set that's dedicated to the holiday. Here's another one that I thought was kind of fun. These are almost 100%. This one's called Joy to You, and I just thought it was kind of fun. It starts skinny and then gets bolder and bolder and bolder. So these are more Christmas sentiments. Peace and joy to you and yours. Sending good tidings in this season of cheer. May your Christmas be merry and bright, and wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And then this one I was excited about because it coordinates with the inked and tiled punch set that is in the annual catalog. So if you've got that punch set, it coordinates with the inked and tiled suite or bundle rather, stamp set, and there's some inked botanical designer paper. Now we have a new stamp set that coordinates with those punches. So I'm really excited about this. Just sort of like all occasions, sentiments here with congratulations, hello friend, happy birthday, and thanks. And I think you can make some really fun cards that will look like quilts. I feel really bad that I am not keeping up with the comments on this live chat. It's so hard with all the stuff I want to show you. So if you're asking questions that I've missed, I'm so sorry. I'll try to go back and answer them, or just ask again and I'll try to pay more attention. Yes, the joy with the cool, with the DSP from the lights. Oh yes, so amazing. So many amazing things. I truly am just so blown away by how much is in this catalog. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Next up is the I think the name of this one is so funny. This is the Halloween suite, and it's called Them Bones. And I just wonder how that translates to other markets in other languages. Them Bones. Maybe I'm missing something about Halloween. I don't know. I think it's funny. This is definitely a Halloween paper. Sometimes we have patterns that can be used for other things, and there are some patterns in here that can be used for other things, but it is very much mostly a straight up Halloween paper, but it is a really gorgeous and fun one. The colors here, Starry Sky, Pumpkin Pie, Cajun Craze, Basic Black, and I thought there was some like Orchid Oasis in there as well. This sheet is kind of like the Fresh as a Daisy, where you have different images that can be cut out from one sheet. So I had to show you the 12 by 12 sheet because it includes all of those little things. If you cut it down to 6 by 6, you're going to be missing some of those things. So there's a really fun sample in the catalog where they have the skeleton image that's sort of dancing under the spotlight, and this is where that paper comes from. It is right here from this single piece on this sheet. This is a 12 by 12. It is double-sided, so we've got the pumpkin pie. It says eek, boo, over and over and over again. And then this one, it looks like Orchid Oasis to me. Stripes, that could be used for anything. I just always find that to be a really interesting color to use for Halloween. Here's one where you can cut it down the middle and you have these pieces that you can cut into card fronts or use as a border for your scrapbook page. So the starry sky, pumpkin pie, the basic gray, kind of the graveyard. And then this is really fun. This houndstooth has bats on it. I thought that was really clever. Just like a little tiny scribble to make that houndstooth have a bat face. Here's some dancing skeletons with the Cajun craze. And this one is them bones. That chevron is actually made up of bones. Here are some headstones. And I love this plaid pattern. This is going to be a good one for any fall card. And then this one with the skeletons, and we've got the skeleton dog and the skeleton cat, and the bag of bones bundle coordinates, and you'll be able to use the dies that come with this bundle to die cut this designer paper. So there is a die that cuts the skeleton and the dog and the cat, wherever the cat is. I got just the stamp set and not the dies because I don't know. I think it's cute and I'll make some Halloween cards, but I just wasn't feeling the whole thing and just decided that I would get only the stamp set so I can make some cards and I can always fussy cut what I want to. But the die set really is very dynamic, and it has a fence and some grass and some little detailed dies like a hat and boots. And just a lot of little accessory pieces. I'll probably regret it and change my mind. One of the fun things about this suite is the accessories. We have glow in the dark paper. It is a 6x6 paper. It is glow in the dark, 12 sheets. And it says it is, 8 sheets, white with a green hue. So if we, I don't know how to show that. I don't know how to show it on camera. I don't think I can. We'd have to turn the lights off again. And then we've got glow in the dark, bats and ghosts. And you can kind of see that sort of glow in the dark hue. I just think that's so fun to have those. I don't think we've ever had anything like this before, the glow in the dark. So bats and ghosts, glow in the dark paper, bag of bones. If you love Halloween, I think they really nailed it here, and we've got so much fun in this Halloween suite. And there's another Halloween bundle which I didn't get, but really those are the only Halloween things. We also have the pick of the patch bundle, which is, I guess, Halloween but also fall. And this is on page 51, and I showed this one earlier in the 12 Days of Christmas video, so I won't dwell on it too much, but I made this cute card using some 4 square decorative masks to do the background here. I also used a sponge dauber to create some shading on the pumpkin piece. You'll have to be sure to watch that video from today for a tip about lining up those pumpkins so you can stamp and punch at the same time. Such a fun set. So if you're looking for something that's got a little bit of Halloween but not skeletons, I think this is a good set because it's got the jack-o'-lantern face, it's got the little crow, so you can do a little happy Halloween, but you can also just kind of stick with the fall theme. Okay, so that is Pick of the Patch. Our next suite, and this is the last suite in the catalog. I do have some other miscellaneous products to share, but this is the last suite that has coordinating products. So this one's called Garden Walk, and this is one where it's kind of different. Usually with a 6x6 paper, we have 4 each of 12 different patterns. For this one, we have 6 each of 8 double-sided patterns. So not as many patterns, but you get more sheets of each pattern. And I'm really excited to announce that this is the suite that we will be featuring for our mix and match class during Vacation Stamping School. If you are a demonstrator, you'll be so excited to participate in this virtual event for all demonstrators across the country. Registration is going to start next week. This is the 18th year that we have been doing this demonstrator training event. It used to be an in-person event called Spring into Stamping, and And then it morphed as Stampin' Up! Changed their event schedule. And the last 3 years, it has been a virtual event, and it's been so wonderful to be able to include team members and demonstrators from not only all across the country, but all across the world. I'll be sharing more information next week as registration gets going, but save the date for Saturday, September 23rd. We'll be doing our annual Vacation Stamping School demonstrator training. And this is the bundle, this is the suite that we are going to feature for our make and take projects. So if you're a demonstrator and you're placing your pre-order, you definitely want to order the Modern Garden Photopolymer Stamp Set with the double, what is this called? Modern Oval Punch. I love this new shape, a little something different than a circle. And mostly the only thing in the stamp set that coordinates with it is the big greeting here. The stamp is just sort of a wonderful, versatile photopolymer floral set with some different sentiments in it, including Christmas and birthday. And the imagery coordinates with the designer paper, which is so gorgeous. It is double-sided, and so you get some coordinating patterns in each one. These colors are beautiful. Poppy Parade, Calypso Coral, Wild Wheat, Mossy Meadow, Garden Green, Pretty Peacock. I'm not sure what this light blue is, but I really love it. I guess kind of like a light Lost Lagoon. This paper might be one of my favorite, and it's not even like holiday or fall. It's just sort of all occasion. Are you digging it too? Wild Wheat, I know, is kind of a color that some of you are not feeling totally, but I always know that once I start using colors, especially when it is featured in designer paper, that it grows on me a whole lot more. Oh, this one might be my favorite. I love that. So sweet. Here's the Christmassy one with the Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Poppy Parade. Beautiful. And some of the Wild Wheat too. Oh my gosh, I love this. Garden Walks. We've got the bundle, we've got the designer paper. The embellishments are these iridescent pearls. They're called blooming pearls. And the colors are petal pink, garden green, pretty peacock, and gold. And then we have some ribbon. This is the Calypso Coral braided linen trim. We've seen similar colors of the same kind of linen trim before. I think we had some in the Mossy Meadow. So it is a lot thicker. It's a braided trim, so a lot thicker than like a linen thread, and it does tie a nice little bow there. So this is in the Calypso Coral, and this is the Modern Garden Suite. What do you guys think? Is this one on your wish list? You can find it in the catalog on page 52, 53, and 54. One of the things I didn't order, but I'm seeing right there on page 55, is a new stamp set called More Wishes, and it coordinates with the Biggest Wish stamp set. Do you guys remember that one? We used it recently on those Doodle Zoo Crew cards, and it has like the big bold words and then the scripty words. So in the current set, it has like a happy birthday, thanks, hello, friend. This new set includes Merry Christmas, New Year, wishes, love, so you can combine those not only with each other, but also with the original Biggest Wish set. Oh, I almost forgot about the translucent floral stamp set. Hannah, can you go into my stamp cabinet? And I think it's right just there on the floor. Otherwise, look, not on the floor, on the right side of the cabinet. Right side, yep. It's right there in the front, translucent floral, and it should have a coordinating die set that was right underneath it. This is a new stamp set that demonstrators were able to pre-order early for Creativity Now. It's called Translucent Florals. I almost forgot about it because it's been in my cabinet. And we were able to use it early for Creativity Now, so I do have some samples of cards. Now, I made some small changes to the cards that Stampin' Up! Designed, but I started with their design and then kind of made a few changes, like just putting gray on gray here, and I added brushed brass butterflies, I think, to all of them.
I like that one.
You like that one? On this one, I used Stampin' Blends to color the vellum, and then I die cut using some of these detailed dies here. This set is so beautiful. I love it more than I thought it would, and I'm excited to see it in the catalog and be able to start using it a little bit more. On this one, I used the deckled rectangle dies to die cut the frame. And if you love the look of the deckled rectangles, you are going to love the deckled circles. And holy macaroni, do you see how big this is? Let me bring this card back out and show you. The biggest circle is bigger than a card. I feel like it's bigger than my face. So these are really meant for all kinds of projects, scrapbooking or home decor or whatever you're working on. You're really going to love these deckled circles. I'm trying to find them in the catalog so I can see. They are on page 63 to see, I guess the package would say how many there are in it. I'm right there. Let's see. There are 14 different dies, and the largest die is 5 3/4 inches. So we've got 5 3/4 inches, and look at them, 14 of them. And the smallest one, let me just get a ruler and we'll measure. The smallest one is 1 inch. Okay, so we go from 5 3/4 down to 1 inch, and you can see, I mean, there's pretty much like every half inch, it feels like there is one. So the next one would be, yeah, like 1 1/4, 1 3/8 inch. So lots of different sizes for all your projects. This one I think is going to be a super popular die set. So if you're loving the deckled, we've got deckled circles now to go with our deckled rectangles. There are some other little products that I missed throughout the catalog that aren't part of a suite. And so I just kind of wanted to bring those in and show you some of those other products. Maybe we're just down to the 3. Oh, there's embossing folders. Right here. So these are just some miscellaneous products. And I'm not sure where they appear in the catalog. But you can always find, I love how the back of the catalog has like an index. And so I always, when I'm ordering, I go to the index and I just kind of order from there. And that way I don't miss out on any of the things that might have been hiding in the corner of the page. So this one is called Cherry Patterns Embossing Folders. And it is a set of 2 skinny folders that would go into the mini Stampin' Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So we've got some circles and then the wavy lines, and I think these are on the same page as the whale stamp set. There's a really fun little whale stamp set that I didn't get. Next up we have the classic gift card envelopes, and this includes 20 of these little gift card envelopes. And so there's no adhesive on these. There's a little slot so you can just kind of tuck that in like that. So this is really fun to either glue inside your card or maybe make a little advent calendar with it, and you can have like a little scripture or a little task in there. We kind of have our advent calendar with a couple different things in it, and one of the things we love to do is like little like Christmas or Advent bucket list things, like sing a Christmas carol, write a letter to Santa, decorate the Christmas tree, watch a Christmas movie. So that's kind of fun to put in there too. So these are the classic gift card envelopes. And so however you use them, whether you just decorate them as is or use them on a larger project, that's kind of a fun thing to have. And then we also have, speaking of advent calendars, these nested treat boxes. And these have 8 boxes to a package. And they kind of remind me of one of the advent calendars we made a while back. And I think it has, this seems like more than 8. Let's investigate. This seems like a lot more than 8. It says quantity 8. Let's build one and see. Maybe you used more than one for each. Oh, I think that's it. I think that there is like a drawer that fits into a box or something. So let's figure this out. It's got the, oh boy. It has adhesive built in, and these are really nice and sturdy boxes. They're food safe, and so there's like a little, I don't want to say coating on the inside, but they're just nice and sturdy. I think they're going to be really awesome to hold a little treat. So, oh, come on. Ah! Okay, gotta be a lot more careful, Julie. Oh, one side at a time. Do not attempt to put them both on at the same time. I should have been more careful about taking the adhesive off. They tear apart if you are really strategic about tearing. Okay, so that was, we got all of these that have, oh, I see. Okay, so there's 8. So this is the drawer part, and then this would be the box part, and you could kind of, if you wanted to, like use them separately, but let's put this together and we'll see how this looks as intended to be one unit. I love how it has the built-in adhesive strips though. It's so, so convenient. So this is fun if you want to stamp on it or spritz it or color it, you could do that. All right, and then this fits in like this. So it is intended to be nested. That's why it's called a nested treat box. And so you can stack them up, and you could make like a large advent calendar. There's only 8 in a package though, so you would need 3 packages to create a little advent calendar with the boxes. They're very sturdy, and, or like I said, you could just use them separately as, you know, little treat boxes, and then you would have 16. Let me give you a size on these. They are 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So they are pretty good size. I would say very, very generous size for the treat boxes. So 8 boxes, and that's what it looks like all put together, the nested treat boxes. And then the last thing, which is kind of just a miscellaneous thing, I didn't see that it coordinated with anything, although now I'm really curious to look in the back and see what page it's on and what it's paired with. Page 34, it's the brushed gold cards and envelopes. And on page 34, okay, it's kind of just with a standalone stamp set. Well, it's in between a standalone stamp set, Radiant Light, and the Wishes All Around bundle. So this is what it looks like. They're cards and envelopes, and they're all the same. You get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. It has a brushed gold that's on the front and the back, and then the envelope coordinates with the brushed gold as well. So you can use this to create some quick and easy cards, or to be the base of a card that is a little bit more involved but has a little extra with the brushed gold. So those are some of the extra items in the catalog that aren't part of the suite. And if you're joining late, you're going to have to go all the way back to the beginning to check out some of the projects that I shared. I only shared 3 cards. Let me pull them back out and see if I can find them really quick. Nope, that's a lie. I shared 6 cards. Anna's going to find one that I think she took already, the bear card.
Pumpkin card.
Oh, and the pumpkin card. Very good. So we shared a few cards. I'm just getting started with crafting with a brand new September through December mini catalog, and I can't wait to share more with you as we go. We've got 2 more days of the 12 Days of Christmas in July video series, and so I plan to be showing some new products and new projects in those next 2 videos. So tune in at 1:00 p.m. Central Time tomorrow on Friday, August 4th and Saturday, August 5th for more sneak peek projects, and I'm sure I'll have more as well in the weeks to come. If you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order right now, and if you're not a demonstrator, hey, it's a great time to think about joining the Stampin' Up! Family. This catalog will launch on September 6th for everybody else who doesn't qualify for the pre-order. I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek of all the things that I ordered. I can't wait to hear about your favorites and what you're excited to see me create with first. So please leave a comment and let me know which suite entices you and which ones you are really looking forward to. Am I doing a catalog share? Yes, great question, Joe and Katie. I will be doing a product share as always. I'll be posting details in another week or 2, and it will include all of the designer paper and then ribbons, and I haven't decided on the embellishments. We'll see how easy they are to break up, but I'll definitely be sharing some information about the product shares, and watch for that in the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I must say this is one of the largest live audiences that I have. So thank you for being with me tonight. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed all the sneak peeks, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future card making videos, including more sneak peeks from the Stampin' Up! September through December 2023 mini catalog. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.